It's time for a new plugin review, and today I'm delighted to make a review about Shaperbox by Cableguys, a great plugin. You've probably seen it already on other videos. It's quite trendy for producers and beatmakers, I think. So this video is going to be in two different parts. Firstly, I'm just gonna go through the different presets so you can have an idea of what it can do, and then on the second part I'm gonna go a bit more into depth and show you exactly how the plugin works. But it's not gonna be a full tutorial, it's just to give you a clear idea of what you can do with this plugin and also how far you can go with it. And yeah, that's about it. Let's not wait any longer, let's get started. I'm gonna try it on a couple of different examples, but let's start with this MIDI loop. It's a synth, a Juno type of sound. It sounds like this without the effects. Okay, quite basic, quite simple. And let's pull up Shaperbox 3 by Cableguys once again. Okay, quite different already. That's just a preset, and then if you click here, you get all these options, and you have different categories as well. So let me just go through them. Yeah, that's quite cool. Then of course you can just put a like here, and well, as you can see, I just started using it, so I don't have many favorite presets yet, but this way you can find easily your favorite presets. Let's look at the stutter and repeat. There are so many presets, I'm not gonna go through all of them. So let's move on to motion here. See, I have here 213 presets just for this category. Some presets are a bit more crazy than others, for example this one. This is too much for my personal taste, but again, depending on what kind of music you're doing, maybe you'll find it useful, who knows? This is quite cool. You can make hyperpop or any kind of electronic music with this. Let's look quickly at the sidechain. And for the other categories, let's just try it on another loop so you don't get bored. Let's try it on this loop. Let's put some Shaperbox on top of it. So this time I'm on the color category. Alright, let's move on to pitch and time. This is gonna be super useful for beatmakers. So if you got a loop like the one I'm using, you can just completely change the sound with it. Yeah, I like this one. Not sure about this one. And this is a nice texture that I could add on any loops. Yeah, it works. Okay, and then you get some mixing stuff here. Oh, what about that? That'd be a super dope intro. Alright, you get the idea, and finally we have sound design. Let's see what it's about. The sound design, as the name suggests, you get some more extreme results. It's more experimental. You have an idea about the different presets and what the plugin can do. Let me show you some tricks and how you can properly use it if you want to go a bit further with it. The most simple way to tweak it is just to play with a mix. So you could just have the texture underneath. That's one option, and of course there's so much more we can do. Let me just find another preset. Here, as you can see, you have different colors, and that's basically the different modules that you can tweak, and you can add some of them. Alright, or delete some of them, turn it off or on if you want, and so on. So for each preset, you get an idea of what kind of modules it will have. If you use to the plugin, you know that green, this one is going to play with the time and the pitch, and the blue is the filter. So as I said, I can turn off the filter and just keep the time module. But in my case, I don't really like that effect. But let's say I really like the filter, so I can just keep the filter. Simple way to reach a sound that you prefer, or let's say I like it, but it's just a bit too loud. So you can turn the mix. This is the mix of the individual module. This is not the master mix here. So this is just the mix of the time module. Or I can turn the mix down of the filter. Okay, very simple way and easy way to come up with your own sound. You start with a preset and then you play around with it. But let's just look at the different modules now. So here by default it will not do anything unless I put a curve here. So with the time, usually you have all the scratch or the build-up type of effects. And also you can have some custom shapes here. So this way it's easier to have something that it's usable, because as you can see before I was doing something that's a bit useless, but with that you have some good sound. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Let's say I like that, so I can add another module if I want to. Let me turn it off for now. So this is a distortion. And there you can also select a frequency range. So now it's only affecting those frequencies. I can only saturate the high to have a bit of texture, for example, or the mids, the lows. You can of course put less or more drive here, and also change the type of distortion. Okay, as I said, it's not gonna be a full tutorial, otherwise it's gonna take too long. So let's just go a bit like that with the main features. Alright, here we have noise. Let's see what it's about. Can change the type of noise, of course. Very cool. We have filter. You can change the type of filter. You can also make it faster or slower here. Let's put something very basic so you can really hear what it does. Okay, so that's filter. We also have liquid. You have a phaser or a flanger. Okay, crush. This is more for video games type of sound. Simple volume. Simple but always very efficient. We have pan, so from left to right. Again, if I go a bit crazy with it. Can add some grit to a sample, as simple as that. Just turn down the mix. Alright. Reverb. Change the reverb type if you want to. You got plenty of them. And the last one is width. So you could play a bit with the phase with this one and create some interesting texture. And then of course you can blend them all together if you want to. Keep just a bit of the filter. Could turn down the noise. Let's bring in volume. And this way you create something really complex, but as you can see it's really easy to create it and very intuitive. I think that's why this plugin is really powerful. Okay, maybe I went a bit too crazy with my settings, but still, it kind of works. See, with the reverb, quite cool. Finally, you have a compressor and also an oscilloscope. This way you can analyze your signal. I haven't really used it so far, to be fully honest, this is how you can use this plugin and the different modules and come up with something you like. That's the end of this plugin review. I hope you liked it. Let me know what you think of it in the comments, and also if you're already using it, you can share your thoughts. Personally, I think this plugin really shines when it comes to sound design or to make simple loops a bit more interesting. Another example could be the use of a splice loop. So let's say you have a good loop on Splice, but you don't want to use the same loop as another beatmaker probably already did. So with this plugin, you can really tweak it and the loop is going to sound different. This way you can make it more personal, or you can even completely change it so you don't even recognize the original sample. If you liked this video, you can of course subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. I'll see you very soon for a new tutorial or another plugin review. In the meantime, take care, see you, bye bye.